we're now a little less than 6 months away from election day, and we've got midterm elections this year in 2022. And there's a couple of pieces of legislation I think that are worth tracking now, as well as we need to think ahead about what are those wedge issues going to be on the campaign trail as both parties jostle for controls of the House and the Senate. And the first piece that I wanted to bring up that should be on everyone's radar, and certainly on our radar, is the Secure Act 2.0. Now, if that doesn't have a catchy name, don't worry. That's something somebody like I follows every day. But what it is it could potentially be, if passed, and it's already passed one of the houses of Congress, if passed, it could raise the required minimum distribution age from 72, which is recent, to 75. So that's actually a big impact for a lot of the people we work with who are now getting to the age where those required minimum distributions have to start coming out of your account. That could be a big change. Some other issues that I think are going to be on the table and how they shake out is yet to be determined. Obviously, inflation is on everyone's mind right now, as it should be. How can we continue to combat that as best we can while not hurting our own economy in the process? I think there will be a lot of debate about which economic principles or which economic proposals are going to be best for the economy. But along those lines, and maybe a little more concretely, taxes are going to be a big issue. And that's not to say that there's an impending change to the tax code, but remember, the tax cuts that were set in place in 2017 are automatically set to expire in 2025, meaning if Congress does nothing, which is sometimes their favorite thing to do, the tax cuts will expire automatically. Now, maybe they'll get extended, maybe they'll get modified and extended, maybe they won't get modified or extended at all. We don't know that answer right now, but I've had this conversation with a lot of people lately. If you had to bet on whether taxes are going to be higher in the future or lower in the future, I think 9 out of 10 of us would bet higher, and that would be myself included. Now, what that looks like is uncertain. So I'm not saying it's just let's raise it up a couple percentage points, but it's worth planning on that. I think taxes may be higher. We need to take that into account. That makes things more attractive this year, like Roth conversions, like doing qualified charitable distributions out of your qualified money, IRA, for example. And, we can do a few strategies to try to take advantage of the tax system we have right now before it potentially, and I'll highlight that word, potentially changes again. So that's our 6-month check-in. As we get closer, we'll obviously have a lot more clarity on what the issues are going to be, what the legislation might be. And for this year especially, watch out for that Secure Act 2.0.